Welcome back to the second part of our show, and I have a question for you, Kristen. How did you come upon the goddess Oya?
I did a lot of research, and I just had plugged in the internet looking for the storm moon goddess, somebody that would represent that, and she was one that had popped up over and over and over again. She is just I'm trying to think exactly how I came upon it, because there were so many articles on her, and it just went over and over again about her, all her I'm trying to think. Blank in here.
That's okay.
Yeah.
No, I just find it interesting because I tend to worship Yumea, and she's the goddess of the sea. So for you to pull this out as a ritual for it to be Oya and Shango, they kind of all go together. So
she is an African goddess, and she actually is. I don't have my paper; it's over there. But she is actually the also known as the goddess to the witches as well. I believe it was the great goddess of the elders of night. Yes, she has a very strong background as far, and all it really said, like, there was one thing that I was looking at, how it pretty much was this big long paragraph of the rhyme, and it was stating about how it was speaking from her point, which really drew me to it, which was she just kept on saying, you know, I'll whirl you and twirl you, I'll turn your world upside down and make a bigger path. It was just for a brighter future, and it was just amazing, and I was like, oh my god, I have to put that in there.
How long did it take you to prepare your ritual?
I would say probably a good solid 2 months. 2 months, because I have a little bit of a busy life between work and my daughter, so 2 months I would say it took me, between going back and forth with research and being on the computer and looking in my the herb books to find the herbs that would go best with the ritual and everything.
I will say it was a very well written ritual.
Oh, thank you.
And you
Thank
officiated the ritual to perfection, as you always do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And that wonderful man is the high priest.
Oh yes, yes, Robert, my high priest. Yes, he did fabulous.
But that question just slipped my mind.
I was going to say you had our first official comment that you wanted to...
I did. I had our first official comment. Okay, I could have printed this out any smaller. From Captain Bloodletter, the opening ceremonies, this is talking about episode 3, part 1. They said the opening ceremonies were like a big ritual, and the goddess was trying to tell them something about the cauldron. LOL, you would be reading spell books instead, Steve. I'm enjoying this talk show. Way to go, guys. Blessed be. Well, thank you, Captain Bloodletter. Muchly appreciated, and keep your letters coming.
Thank you, Captain Bloodletter. I can't help it if I enjoy reading spells and writing spells. It's just something I do.
By the way, I did like your little spell that you sent through text.
Oh yes,
about
yes.
the snow. I did appreciate that too. I said it nice and loud myself as soon as I got that text.
No, you said it out loud. Were your family members involved in hearing about this?
No, they were not.
And do they know you're on the show?
They do not. But I do have intentions of telling them when I go home.
Oh boy, those nasty comments.
Yeah, you might not get some.
I might not get some positive reviews on this one,
no.
But I do have to say, one of your, I'm not going to throw anybody under a bus, but I did give your daughter a little bag of herbs, and I got slack over that, even though I had asked you first. But
yes. But my daughter does love you immensely, and she appreciates the Wiccan religion.
I understand, but
yes.
She has to keep her other religions also.
Yes.
But not to badmouth anybody, because I grew up as a Catholic altar boy, and
I grew up Catholic.
Probably have this suit somewhere. Not that it fits. It probably fits my right thigh. But I,
Yeah, I grew
appreciate it.
I grew up Catholic as well, and you know, I'm letting her grow up Catholic because it, you know, appeases that side of the
parentals.
family. Yeah, you know, mom, sister, you know, makes them happy.
Yeah,
So, and
You have to realize, I'm sorry, you have to realize that not everyone can be as open-minded as the three of us are.
oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
you're absolutely right.
Absolutely.
Because there's funny because somebody walked in here today and they walked directly right out after they saw the store. It happens to me weekly, so it doesn't really matter. I
Right.
just shake it off and like,
Well,
okay.
Recently, I was talking to my mother actually, and we were talking because she knew that I was coming here for a ritual today, and I said to her, I go, you know, it would be really nice if one day I could actually invite you. She go, oh no, I'm never gonna come there. I'm not going to hell.
Speaking of
Hell! I don't
parents,
even believe in hell.
You know, she is under the assumption that our religion is satanic and
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, considering that we don't believe in the devil.
right.
I personally believe this is hell.
Absolutely.
Like,
I'm
okay,
in
because
agreement.
I believe that in the afterlife you have so many more, like with drugs and alcohol, you don't have that over there.
Absolutely.
And the temptations aren't there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's very hard for her to understand.
And I met your mother, and I thought we were like this. Like, I thought she was my girl.
I think she likes you as a person. Just
Yeah,
this,
well,
she's not a fan of what. Hey, that's
she
okay.
threw me under a
you
bus,
know.
that's what she did.
Yeah, that's okay. She could do her thing, you know.
No, I understand.
But like I said to her, you know, it's funny because she actually printed out articles from the internet about Wicca, and it was so not true. I was like, where did you pull this out of? She goes, I'm telling you, it's satanic. I'll show you. I'm like, can I like give you the Wiccan Read book and you could read that and see what we're really about? Because it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
well, speaking of parents, I had an interesting commentary with my parents tonight. My mother said, oh, you're dressed in all black again, how morbid. And my father said, well, it must be a full moon. That's the only time you ever really wear all black. So someone is paying
Your
attention and
father's a little
someone...
more spiritual than what he needs to know. He needs to come down here and do a ritual. And bring your mother, because there's not enough sage in this store for your mother to come in here.
She will not be happy.
Oh, no.
You know what? To each their own.
No, to each their own, but if she actually would take the time and look at the
Oh, yeah,
similarities
absolutely.
between our rituals and the Catholic...
And you know, I'd even thrown out to her, one of the things that I had said to her, I said, what's so wrong about believing in gods and goddesses for different things and different reasons? I said, when you believe in your saints for different things and different
Well,
reasons.
sure, they light a St. Jude candle or they go to novena every week.
Right, absolutely. And I said, there's really no difference. I said, I just believe in Mother Earth. And I said, I worship the earth. I said, you know, and it's funny because people that really aren't into this religion, when I say to them, oh yeah, I'm Wiccan, and I'm expecting like the hex, like, oh my God, no. But it's funny because a couple of people have said to me, oh, so you're a tree hugger. Yeah, that pretty much solves it. Yeah, tree hugger. And it's like I noticed people are more and more open to it. And it was really funny because even moving to where I moved to, and I walked into the shop right the one day and I had my pentagram on, and the lady behind the counter had actually said to me, she goes, I forget when it was. It was it was Yule. So she said to me, she goes, Happy Yule. And I was like, what? And she goes, you're Wiccan, right? Yeah, so am I. Happy Yule. A little early, but Happy Yule. I was like, wow. I was like, I love this.
Well, that is awesome. If you stick around for the next part, we'll go over your altar.
Absolutely.
See you soon.